Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing real well. This is Rental Robert with the Hustle Nation. And what's going on this? Let's see. We did 3 dump trailer trips yesterday. Made about $450. We did a lot more tile work on my shower that's going in. Part of that is I've got an idea, and hopefully it aligns with where God wants me at as well, but I've got a idea as far as how I want everything when I'm retired. And I'm looking at now, 55, I'm 50, and I wanted to add a bathroom to my house so that it would be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Making that happen. Eventually I want a big deck on the back with an outdoor kitchen. Then I want some type in front of the house. Probably going to convert the garage into an efficiency apartment. My mother lives in North Carolina, and I'd really like for her to come stay. And she's like, and I asked her to move in with me. She wouldn't do that. And then I said, well, how about if I convert the garage into an apartment and that can be your place? Because her excuse was, well, I don't want to cramp your style, you know. And I was like, okay. And then she says, well, no, I don't want you to spend all that money. And I was like, well, how about if I do that and I'll make it into a Airbnb, and that way when you're not there, it won't cost me any money. I'll actually make money. And so she really didn't say too much on that, but she loves where she's at. She's got a great family up there, or good network, and so happy. And I'll be spending a lot of my summers up there once I retire. That being said, one of the things we did this week is we're scrolling through the for sale ads and happened to come across a Fat Bob Harley deck, $2,500. What? The guy said, put a battery in it, fresh gas, vroom, it'll start up and go. And I was like, man, we got to get out there and take a look at this thing. That bike retail for quick sale $4,500, slow sale $7,000. Okay. And I'm just going to share where my thought process is on doing a purchase of this nature, okay? One thing about motorcycles in particular is Harleys have a lot of ego involved, in the sense of, you know, what other people think about you when you're on one. And that's, a lot of Harley riders are like that, okay? And so something that's huge is you got to have a price point if you're going to do quick sale, and the bike has got to look good. But I included a video on it. You'll see it was not looking good. We found an opportunity on a Harley that we're going to go take a look at, see what we think, and we might end up purchasing it to try to turn around and flip it. So you can see there's a lot of surface rust on it. The rust on the down tubes on the front forks. As soon as that thing goes up and down one time, it's going to gash the seals, and so the fluid's going to be leaking out of the lower fork tubes. The thing, well, it's less than 100 feet from salt water at a marina, so naturally it's going to be in this condition. It was one of those things where, you know, it might be too good to be true, but if you go on 10 of those and 9 of them are duds, but you hit on one, boom, you've made some money, okay? And the thing about it is for me to do that, I was looking at buying it, and if I just had to polish it up or whatnot, you know, put a little bit of elbow through it and then turn it and make $2,000, sell it for $4,500 and do it quick, okay? The other problem is that the gas tank had a custom mural on it. It had like it was either an arrow or a spear painted on it in teeth. And the problem with that is that the guy that owned the bike, he really liked that, but chances of finding somebody else that really likes that, not so good. All right. The other thing is that it's got serious rust all the way around that motorcycle. A lot of aluminum. This is not going to end up good. All right. Now the second thing that I look at is that you got a plan A, then we need a plan B. That's what we call the exit strategy. Okay. And if you can come up with a plan C, D, and F, boom, there you have it. Better chance of success. So what's plan B? You take the motorcycle apart and sell the parts. Unfortunately, a lot of the parts that had any value would be what we call a quick sell through, which means that once you put it up, it would sell quickly. Those parts were ruined, corroded, rusted, whatever, but they basically had no value to them. So that motorcycle was no-go, and we just looked at it and then kindly said, thank you for your time. Even if the guy said $1,000, okay, and I'm going to tell you why I would not even pay $1,000 for it, okay? When you put any kind of time into it, you always have to ask yourself, how much time versus what's my return, okay? And as you start on your journey towards financial independence, what made sense to make $50 will get to a point where it no longer makes sense. And then your time's going to be worth, well, I got to make $150, or I need to make this, or I need to make that, okay? And the thing is, even at $1,000, I would have to put too much money, time, and effort into this to make it worth my while, okay? If I was able to make the purchase on the bike, turn around, get rid of it, and do all of this within 24 to 72 hours, and make $2,500, boom, yes, I would have done it in a heartbeat. Even at $1,000, what the condition the motorcycle was in, I'd have to spend a couple weeks dicking around with it, and I'm not willing to devote that kind of time and energy, because that will take my energy away from something else that I can make more money with than with that. And that's something you need to be very careful about. Even though it is a money-making opportunity, it doesn't mean that it's a good money-making opportunity. Always ask yourself, what's the return on my investment? Your investment's going to be your money, and it's going to be your time as well, okay? Most people got the money. Time is something that you only got a fixed amount of time every day, and I think it's what, 170, it's 178 hours in a week, I think, something like that. And I don't care who you are, if you're homeless or you're Bezo, we all get the same amount of hours in a week. It's what we do with them that makes the difference. So ask yourself, how can I be more efficient with my journey towards financial independence and be a better steward of my blessing? Have a wonderful day, and who's got some money? Got that nice Lamar trailer up in front of us. I think it's about a 14-footer. Got a Dodge with the Cummins in it pulling. And I got a decent load on there. It's a good looking trailer. Now, one thing I do, okay, I always carry a little money with me, all right, just a few thousand in case you come across something like that Harley I was going to go buy or something like that. Boom, didn't have to stop by the bank like that. We just, ain't that much, okay? I ain't going to, well, I'm not going to say I'm not going to be able to buy a house with that, but it'd have to be one heck of a deal for that to happen, okay? The reason I talk about this is that money is a magnet, okay? And like with this roll, I don't make change with it. I don't do any deals or anything of that nature. And but it does grow in the way that it grows. Like yesterday, I got paid cash for 2 loads that I took, and so that was a couple $100 that got added to the roll. And it's always nice when that happens. So don't ever forget, have you a little bit of cash. The money magnet trick works for you. Don't spend it. Don't operate out of it, okay? But just have it in case something comes along, maybe a good deal pops up, boom, and you're able to do something, because you can always use the money magnet technique and watch your funds grow. Here's an update on the bathroom. That's going to be our shower. It's going to have thick glass with a door right there going across. Commode's going to be right here. Sink's going to go right there. We're going to take this door out, sheetrock over it, probably put a party board on the other side or brick it up, because There used to be a little doorway right here, but on the other side there was a double window, and now there's a French door going out. So we're going to do it like that. Got those niches right there. That's where you put your shampoo. And then you got one in case there's a lady taking a shower. She can put her foot up there, shave her legs. Looking forward to this being done.